guys, today we're going to kind of delve into some absolutely brand new products. We're going to share with you our wish list of those items and our skip list of those items, kind of share with you the reasons why we really would like to get them and the reasons why we're going to be passing them up.
Before we get started, don't forget that we do have a current giveaway going on, so we'll have that linked in the description down below. And if you haven't already, then go ahead and subscribe to our channel, hit the post notification bell so you're notified every time we upload. And if you wouldn't mind while you're down there giving us a thumbs up, that really helps us out. We don't really have a number for you this time. We just want to kind of see how many you can give us.
Yeah. All right, so without further ado, we're going to hop right on into this. There was so many products that are launching like right now. I'm
not even gonna lie, I have a few that are like already released. They were released back in February, but we haven't done one in so long that like I'm trying to catch up basically, because there are a lot of products that I would like to talk about that are already released or whatever. So
I think I have maybe a couple that are already released, but the first thing on my wish list is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. And I'm so surprised that I want it because, okay, it's $45. It's available on March the 4th, so it will be available when you see this video, but it's got 14 colors. 6 of them are shimmer, 8 of them are matte. They're pretty colorful, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of playing with some more color and the colors are so pretty. Another thing, it is made in the USA, so a lot of the ABH products had been being made in China, and so this palette has actually been made in the USA, so I think that's kind of a neat thing too.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna touch on that product as well. It was actually gonna be in my skip list. Don't get me wrong, it is a really pretty palette and I can see why you want it, but for me it's too colorful. I would never pick it up. But I will say that there were some, I think there's 3 highlighters that came out with it and a dewy setting spray, which the highlighters look stunning and the setting spray I think I would love, but the palette is just too colorful for me.
And normally if it's really colorful like that, I'm like, I'm gonna pass on it.
Yeah.
But I've had like the Blood Sugar palette and some other palettes that have like a lot of really pretty colors, and I've kind of been stepping out of my comfort zone, kind of getting out of my comfort box, so to speak. And so,
you know, and I've definitely tried to like get out of my comfort zone with colors and stuff, but I feel like every time I do, I just hate the way my makeup turns out, and then it just like puts me back in that little bubble, and I'm just like, I'm gonna stay in this for a little longer, and then I'll try again, and then it's back to the bubble. So it's color just isn't for me most of the time.
Yeah. All right, another one that I wish for, and I think it actually is out today as well, is the Morphe Jeffree Star collab, the brush set.
Oh, that's definitely out.
Well, I mean, it's been out at Morphe and it's sold out a dozen times or more.
But it's in Ulta now.
Yes. And so I like want to go to my Ulta store here and see if they have it, because I would love to get my hands on that. I love the colors. They're so pretty. It's pink, and that's one of my favorite colors. There's 7 brushes. It's $48, and it was supposed to hit Ulta stores on the 3rd of March, but I was told, or I heard, that you really kind of need to call your Ulta store to see if they have it, because sometimes they're a little bit later, certain stores, on getting displays put out and stuff.
Plus, it's Jeffree Star, so you kind of have a feeling it's going to be really good, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, something on my wish list is actually the Tarte face tape. So it's their new foundation, and you know that they came out with last year with the Shape Tape foundation and with the like dewy and the matte, and that kind of caused some controversy with the whole shade range and all that. And I've never tried that one out. But the face tape, I want to try that one out. Like, I'm drawn to that one. Like, heavily drawn to that one. I feel like it would be so good.
I have heard that it is a full coverage, which is something that
I definitely look for.
And I did hear somebody say that they did not like either of the other two that they came out with last year, but they did like this one. So that's another.
And it's $39, which isn't terrible for like a higher end foundation, but it's also a lot more than I want to spend whenever I have some drugstore favorites that I'm sure kind of already live up to the hype of that. Like, I'm sure the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation, I'm sure it's probably comparable. So, I mean, why switch, you know?
Yeah. All right. The last thing I have like 2 more things on my wish list, but I'm just going to talk about one of them. It is the Smashbox Crystallized Highlighter in Optimistic. It is duochrome. It is stunning. The packaging is stunning. If you guys watch us at all, you know that, oh my gosh, I like live and breathe basically for some of the packaging.
I know, you're constantly talking about packaging.
I know, it's like, I know it's the product.
It's about the product, Mom. Yeah.
But I love the packaging. The packaging is like, it's got crystals on the top of it. It is absolutely beautiful. It is available online March the 6th.
So it will be available by the time this goes
out. At Smashbox and Ulta, but it will not be available in stores until March the 17th. And I could not find a price on it because it kind of was just announced. So, yeah.
So another thing on my wish list is actually the ColourPop Cosmetics collaboration with Zoella, or Zoe Sugg. And I just, like, I love everything that she does. I love supporting her, and I mean, I love following her on her vlog channel, her main channel, which is kind of not active right now. But I just, you know, like, she's like one of my favorite YouTubers, so whenever she has a collaboration or anything like that, like, I just
and her own products.
It. Yeah, and her own products. I have like several of her like fragrances and lotions and shower gels and like all sorts of stuff. I love supporting the people that I genuinely love, like Laura Lee, Zoella. There's not a whole lot of people that I just like absolutely like die hard love and want to support, but those are definitely top 2. But I just love the whole collection. It's super pretty. I think that there's probably a few things, like I think that the highlights, there's probably one of those that wouldn't work for me. So of course I would skip over that one, but I just love supporting her.
That's actually on my skip list.
Which I'm offended. I'm so offended.
Not to say that there's anything wrong with it by any means, but I mean, and the palette is absolutely beautiful.
The whole collection is just like, it's everything fun. That I love right now. Like, it's retro, and I've been so into retro vibes, like, lately. Especially, this is kind of a shameless promo, over on the Shabby Closet, which is our online boutique that we are starting up. Our whole feed has kind of been, like, retro. And I'm just loving it right now.
Yeah, I know. But the palette is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the whole collection is gorgeous. The palette is only $18. You have 12 shades. But I basically own every single shade in the palette. So for only that reason, I'm going to skip it.
So the very last thing on my wish list is actually the new Morphe Brushes Get Your Bronze On collection. I think that's what it's called. Or like dipping bronze. I have no idea. There's an eyeshadow palette, there's highlighters, there's a lot of stuff. I don't really care about the other stuff. I just love the eyeshadow palette. It literally has my name all over it. Like, literally, if you've seen this palette and you know what I'm into, you know that palette would be perfect for me. And I mean, it's the price is right. I mean, it's Morphe. They
Yeah,
have really
Morphe
affordable,
has
really affordable,
stuff.
And I mean, it's only $25 for a vast array of shades, and they're very neutral, which is me.
Definitely her.
It's just stunning. The second that I saw it, I was just like, oh my gosh, that needs to be in my collection like right now. Like where is it? I don't know, but I might need to get my hands on that one.
All right, so on my skip list, I've already talked about the ColourPop Zoella collab. The next thing on my skip list is the Violet Voss Sugar Crystals eyeshadow palette. It's $42, and I know it's been super popular. It is one of the things that's currently available, but it is sold out. It has 18 shades, 6 of them are matte, 12 are shimmer or pressed pigments. There's a lot of colors though that I would not use. So for that reason, I'm gonna skip it.
The second thing on my skip list is actually a Natasha Denona product. It's not even because of the price necessarily. I mean, it's still kind of high, but normally whenever it's Natasha Denona, it's
really,
it's
like
way
$125.
Yeah. This is a face palette. It is $55 for 4 different shades. There's 2 blushes, 2 highlights. Everything just looks shimmery though. Like I can't even tell the difference between the blushes and the highlights in this picture. So it's like I'm not putting that on my face. I do not like shimmery blushes like whatsoever. They enhance your pore size, and I'm just not a huge fan of having like shimmering like cheeks. Like I want like the
highlight,
but I
anything.
don't want a shimmering, like the apples of your cheeks. I don't want that shimmering. I do not want that shimmering at all. So I just have to skip out on that. Like I'm not interested.
All right, the last thing that I'm gonna skip out on, it actually caught my eye. And if it weren't for the shade, I probably would have this on my skip list. This is the Ciate Jessica Rabbit collection.
I saw that and I almost put that on my wish list.
I know.
thought that was the coolest thing.
I
was
would
like,
probably
oh my gosh,
have,
Jessica Rabbit.
I
That's
know.
Awesome.
I know. It is the Glow 2 Illuminating Powder Highlight in the shade Roger Darling. Isn't that cute?
That's so cute.
So cute. But it looks really, really dark for a highlighter for us.
See, I didn't really look into it. I just saw the packaging and I was like, oh, that's cute. But I saw that before we were like sitting down to like do research for this video.
Yeah.
And so I guess I forgot about it.
It is $32 and it will be available on March the 5th at Sephora. But I mean, I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that is the coolest thing ever. And then at first I thought it was a bronzer because it's so dark. And then I looked and it was like a highlighter and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way.
All right, so the last thing on my skip list is another eyeshadow palette. It is from BH Cosmetics. It's actually a collaboration with Daisy Marquez. I think that's how you say her name. I've never even like heard of her. But it's nothing against her, obviously, because I don't even know who she is. But the colors, again, too
just
bright for me. They're just not for me at all. So, yeah. I mean, the BH Cosmetics has like
they have really good prices.
Really good prices
too.
So, I mean, the price is only $23.
Yeah, that's good.
So, I don't know.
That's
really
good.
That's not about price.
Most of the things that
Morphe.
we've talked about today, the prices have actually been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, even Natasha Denona.
Exactly.
Like, her price, I mean, for her, $55 is like not that much.
Yeah.
But like, overall, it was probably the most expensive thing.
Probably so. So, if you have lasted this long through the video, we love you. Our word of today's video is going to be Roger Darling. So if you've watched all the way through, comment that in the comments below so that we know that you've watched us all the way through.
Alright, and that is actually going to be it for this video. So we actually have our current giveaway right over there if you want to click that, and you can subscribe right below. But until our next video, Bye.